What's up, y'all? Comic Book Sports here, the place where you can get news and information on sports and comic books. So the idea for this video actually came from my video editor. He's a DC fan and I'm a Marvel fan. Now when it comes to the animation, DC always knocks it out the park. They kill it. But when it comes to the live action movies, Marvel is king. And today I'm going to give you 3 reasons on why I think the MCU is better than the DCEU. First, I want to start with consistency. The MCU has been very consistent. Since 2008, when Iron Man first dropped, they've always had a proper schedule of the movies and titles that they're going to release. They started with Iron Man 1, then Hulk, Iron Man 2, Thor, Captain America, which led up to the Avengers. And they've always kept a consistent schedule. They know exactly the direction that they're going to do when they make these movies. And Marvel has done something that no other movie industry has done before. They've taken all of the movies and they've made it all connected into one story. Everything is connected. That's something that's never been done before. And now a lot of movie studios are trying to copy this. And also Marvel introduced the post-credit scenes. So the idea of having everything connected and everything structured and organized and being consistent, that has been a game changer in the movie industry. And it keeps us comic book fans excited because we get to see our favorite characters interact. You know, Captain America interacting with Thor and this and that. Like, if you are a comic book fan, you want to see your favorite characters interact with each other. DC, on the other hand, they would just throw out movies, but there was no clear direction, no guideline, no nothing. You know, they dropped Superman, Man of Steel, and then they just put in Batman vs. Superman, then Justice League. All that was trash. There was no clear guideline, no direction. So consistency is what's been keeping Marvel better. Number 2, the diverse range of characters. Even though Marvel had sold their top characters, like they sold Spider-Man to Sony, then they also sold X-Men, Fantastic Four, Deadpool to Fox. Of course they got it back now, but back then they sold it. Even though they sold all their heavy hitters, what they did was they took the characters that they had remaining and they built them up. You know, when I was growing up, nobody gave a crap about Iron Man. Nobody really cared about Captain America or Thor. Nobody cared about the Guardians, Ant-Man. Who cared about these guys when I was growing up? We cared about Spider-Man, X-Men, Fantastic Four. But you know what Marvel did? They actually utilized these characters and built them up. They've been able to fully explore each new character, introduce new characters to the audiences, build them up, and give us brand new stories. DC, it's always the focus on Batman and Superman. Batman and Superman. That's all they focus on. It's getting old. DC has so many other characters, but they yet have utilized them. I mean, where's Batman Beyond and Static Shock at? I mean, if you remember the early 2000s, come on, man. Where's Static Shock and Batman Beyond? I've been waiting for years for those movies, but no, we don't get them because we're getting the 2600th Batman reboot, the 2700th Superman reboot. And DC focuses just on the same characters instead of utilizing all the other characters. Even with the Justice League, we have the John Stewart Green Lantern. He doesn't get much love. Hawk Girl, Martian Manhunter, Wally West's Flash. Where is the spotlight for these guys? There's so many stories you can tell with these guys, but they don't do that. They focus on the same stuff, and it's getting old. DC has a lot of characters. Use them, utilize them. And what Marvel does better, they take all these characters and they build them up. And the third reason, the long-term vision. When Iron Man 1 came out, of course, they didn't know how well it would do, but after the success, they had a vision. The vision was to have each of these characters have their own individual storyline and then interconnect them with the Avengers movie for a big grand finale. And they waited 4 years for that build-up, and it was damn sure worth it. 4-year build-up with Iron Man, Thor, Hulk, Captain America. Waited 4 years. Each of them own storyline. Build them up for a big crossover. That's never been done before. And then even after that, more build-up after more build-up. And eventually, we got one of the greatest movies, Avengers Endgame, which was the grand finale of the Infinity Saga. That was a 10-year buildup. Marvel had a vision, and they played the long game. DC, on the other hand, they could have easily followed the blueprint, but what DC has done is rushed. They threw in Superman, threw in Batman vs. Superman, then Justice League. They didn't do any type of build-up, any type of proper introduction to characters. In the Justice League, we saw all these characters. Okay, why should we care about these? Why should we care about Cyborg? Why should we care about Flash or whatever? You didn't give us any introduction to any of these people. You know, like, you didn't properly introduce these guys. You didn't properly build them up. You're not playing the long game, and then they're just making movie after movie. They don't know where they want to go. So overall, live action, Marvel is just hands down better. They're very consistent, and they have structure and more organized on what they're doing. And Marvel has changed the dynamics of films. Now, every film you go to, there's always a post-credit scene now. Who was doing that before Marvel? Marvel focuses on characters, new characters, different characters, whereas DC focuses on the same characters. And Marvel plays the long game. DC, they just throwing shit on the wall. So anyway, that's my opinion. Sorry, Michael, but Marvel's better. Anyway, let me know what you think. Do you think DC is better? Do you think Marvel is better? Let me know in the comment section. Give me your reasons why you think that. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, follow me on Instagram at _Uncle Money. All right, guys, I'm out.